the guest this week is just us. You're stuck with just the Kelce brothers, a bunch of tomfoolery and shenanigans.
Let's get
into it right now. All right, new news. New news is brought to you by American Express. First of all, fuck you, Jake.
That's right, baby. The Cavs heading back to the Eastern Conference Finals to face the Knicks.
Right. The Knicks already knocked off Philadelphia and took over our entire arena, which was unfortunate. The Cavs are heading back to the Eastern Conference Finals to face the Knicks. Game 7 was a blowout against the Pistons.
Yeah.
You see good old Dan Gilbert sent 25 buses of fans to Detroit for the game.
I did see that. Yeah, it started off, I think, I'm not sure if it started off in the beginning of the series, but I know game 5, we sent a few buses up there, and then I think that damn near doubled or tripled or quadrupled. I'm not sure what it was, but I know 25 buses went up there full of fucking Cavs fans, and that shit is absolutely electric. Dan Gilbert, the owner of the Cavs, for those that don't know, and I'm pretty sure he's a Detroit native, so he wanted the Cavs loud and proud in his hometown.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd like when, there's a proactive effort to take over opposing arenas. It did happen. Philadelphia, the Knicks got us at home. I obviously, the Sixers, I think, are a little. It's one of those where I think there's a lot of everybody was supporting them, but also there's still some frustration with the organization. And the Knicks right now are very much full of themselves. They're feeling it. They're feeling it good, and they should. Jalen Brunson is the freaking man, Philadelphia's finest. We will take credit for that at least. A little trivia for you. This will be the Cavaliers' first Eastern Conference Finals appearance without LeBron James since, I'm guessing it's the last time they went to when we were at the steakhouse together. What year was that? 20?
What?
Oh, the first without LeBron James. Okay, so it's before LeBron James. Dude, that's a long time ago.
That's not that far ago. It's probably right around when I was born, around like 1989, 90, when Michael Jordan hit the shot.
That's a long time ago, Travis.
That's a guess. I actually don't know. I actually don't know if that was the finals.
I don't know if that was the finals. Yeah. I think it might have been. I think it was. Well, let's guess. You're going to go 80?
I'm going to go 89. 89, 90.
Let's see. Let's see what the reveal is. I have no fucking idea. That's about as good of a guess as I could hear. Trav is our resident 1992. I think that is the game you're thinking of, though, right?
No, it's not.
No?
1992. The Price is Right, baby. Ah, God.
I mean, that's still a long time ago, Trav. That's over 30 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's
been a while.
I forget how old we are. Pretty fucking crazy.
Well, it's really, I mean, we did have LeBron James for a large portion of the time in between there. So, are we going to a game in Cleveland or New York? Probably not, to be honest with you, but I am going to watch on TV. I can't wait to watch the series.
Man, I want to get to a game so fucking bad.
Gosh, going to Cleveland.
MSG, I've always wanted to go to MSG when the fucking Knicks are good and the stadium's rocking, and this is it. And I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get to a game.
Yeah, Madison Square is an awesome place to go watch a basketball game, or really do watch anything, to be honest.
Anything, man. I want to go there and watch the Rangers. I just want to go when the teams are good and New York's fucking cooking. And sure enough, this is the perfect time to go. So might have to play hooky.
Go back to the good old Gund Arena, even though they like to call it something else
baby.
now.
That's Rocket Mortgage, or actually quick.
Shout out to Dan.
Shout out to Dan. Doing it right. He's doing it right. Man, it would be fucking electric to see the Cavs, but we need you guys to hold it down, baby. Take care of the fucking Knicks, man. I'm saying Cavs in 7. Let's fucking go.
All right.
We have an official date for the 4th annual Beer Bowl. That's right. The festivities down at the shore. It will be held on Thursday, June 25th at Sea Isle Yacht Club.
That's right. It's been there for the last 2 years. Heading on year 3 at the Yacht Club. Very excited about it. If you want to participate, tag us in a video with hashtag Beer Bowl. Have a team name and theme, demonstrate drinking prowess, as well as why you should be included in this year's Beer Bowl. The format will be slightly different. It says that we're still figuring out. We are, but one thing that we do know, taking notes from every time we've done this. In previous years, we've screwed up by only having one event happen at a time. That leads a lot to you have to have a really good viewpoint of the game happening and a lot of standing around. We're going to try and have multiple events happening throughout the venue so that no matter where you're at, you got action happening. There's going to be stuff out in the bay on the water. There'll be games happening inside on tables. and there'll be a whole round in the first round that is going to have multiple games and point acclamations to see if you get in to the next round. So this is a long story of like, there's been teams before where they've done all this work to get there and they've only participated in one event and then they're eliminated on that first event. And then it's like, hey, I came all this way and got to do one thing. We're going to make it so that every team gets to participate in multiple different things. Then there'll be an elimination round after that of the teams that are good enough to get into the elimination round.
Yeah.
Still, I think a $50,000 grand prize.
Baby.
We also have some other things being announced at the OD event. There will be a beer aquarium. I have just gotten word of this from Garage Beer.
Holy shit.
It's a 500-gallon aquarium, Travis, that's apparently 3,000 beers. Somebody did the math on that. And if the aquarium gets drank, we will be donating $100,000 to Eagles Autism. So drink for a cause and come down to the Ocean Drive.
Everyone's going to be hammered.
Not necessarily. So of all the people that came last year, the OD event, there were 3,000 people apparently that made their way through the bars during the time.
Nice. That's fucking epic.
So as long as you come down and get a beer from the beer aquarium,
just one beer. Everybody just gets one beer.
Just one beer to help families, awareness, research towards the autism cause, and of course, you just have fun with your fellow man and woman. And I don't know, it just sounded like a great idea. We're gonna have like little fishies swimming in it.
Epic.
Yeah,
the fishies.
Apparently, they got like a whole keg system underneath the aquarium so it like funnels down into that so that it gets served cold. But yeah.
Doesn't surprise me, man. Garage Bear's on top of it, as they always are.
So, yeah, we got a lot of, between the Wednesday event at the OD and the Beer Bowl, we're going to have a lot of fun this year. We're trying to figure out a way to have the Beer Bowl broadcast live on New Heights. I feel like I'm probably getting out of my realm of ability. There's a lot of production that's involved. Brandon, come on in here. What are the chances we do a live cast of Beer Bowl?
Fuck it, sure, yeah, we can do it. If we say we can do it, it will just happen. This is the whole show is about manifesting.
Just speak it into existence.
Somebody behind the scenes is panicking. Right? This is even more preposterous than we can pull this off. No, somebody other than me is probably panicking right now, but I'm going to keep very cool about that. Yeah, sure, it seems great. I'm chill.
Everybody be cool. Be cool, everybody. Be cool.
Heart rate is not going up at all. It's going to be live broadcast.
Carly's
everywhere.
shaking her head.
That's what Carly does. She just shakes her head and it happens. It's fine. Everybody needs a contrarian. You need a contrarian, and that's what we have in Carly.
We did just meet with Jim down at the Seattle Yacht Club this past weekend in Seattle, and we were getting the lay of the land of what's doable. The grease pole will not be back, but we will be making usage of the docking system. Brandon, we still got to figure out the games. Travis, I know you can't attend, Travis, but we would like if you could help us figure out some drinking games.
Okay, all right.
We need like a Travis Kelce event, but I don't know what that is yet.
We did think of jousting with a
paddleboard
jousting, right?
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
And maybe, but I don't know the drinking aspect of that. Maybe you just have to be drinking the beer in one hand and you're jousting with the other, or you have to chug your beer and you can't start drinking. You can't start jousting until your beer's done.
I like that. You can't start until the beer's empty. I like that.
I think somebody's going to lose a tooth.
No, we're not hitting.
There's a lot of waivers. A lot of waivers being signed. Don't worry about that. We got lawyers.
Jousting's hilarious.
I had one that I pitched to Jake that he really liked. There was those like reaction machines where you got to like grab the little sticks that are falling.
Oh, beers.
Do those with beers.
Yes, I like that.
Do those with beers. Okay, there's one.
But we can also do the regular ones. The beers be. The flip cup. We'll have the regular games incorporated as well, so that there's still drinking aspects. But there's also a physicality. How bad do you want it?
Hammers.
How bad do you want the championship?
Do a little three inning baseball game.
It's gotta be faster than that, unfortunately.
And do 1 inning a baseball game.
1 inning, 1 at bat. 1 inning bat. Could we do that?
I just like a swimming relay race for time. Swim, get to the dock, chug the beer. Next guy goes. We just talked about
how we weren't going to do.
What?
You pulled a hamstring last year. What do you want to do this year?
Well, swimming, you'll be fine. You'll be fine swimming.
Okay.
We got lifeguards. We'll be fine.
We did have lifeguards. And then you go down and they all look at me and I was like, do something. And they're like, he's fine.
I mean, I made it back to the dock. I wasn't.
You were
struggling
fine.
To
To
swim.
be fair,
Yeah.
you were fine. You just went down, and I got very nervous. And then we were like, "Let's put Cooper DeJean on a grease pole." And it's like, guys, I think he's an important part of the defense here.
We do have Ross Tucker back for his third annual beer bowl as well.
The legend Ross Tucker.
Which, by the way, Ross and I just completely dominated beer pong at the Super Bowl.
Did you?
We won like 10 games straight. We could not be beat in the back of the bar.
I've never known you to be a good beer pong
I don't think I am. I think Ross is. He went. him and Cooper. Him and Cooper won 7. He has like a weird, like, you know how I get for beer ball and certain games where I just get this look in my eye where I can't be defeated. Yeah. Ross gets that way with beer pong. He's a very good beer pong player.
Yeah.
He's not even that good of a shot. It's more just like an energy and an ability to get in the opposing person's head. It's a good that I respect a lot because I feel like he's only good because he's turns into a complete Neanderthal.
Those seem to be the best any beer game players in my mind. Yeah. I've yet to see one guy be good at a beer game, and
there's a good energy to Ross. Shout out to Ross Tucker. All right. Oh, do we want to watch the video of the submission, Brandon?
Yeah, I'll play it.
All righty. Got the Not Gonna Lie, Suck My Ass t-shirt on. Love that, Lily.
Welcome to the vlog of my first garage beer.
This is her first garage beer.
I don't even know if I like beer.
Whoa. New Heights hoodie. Yeah. High garage beer IQ. Nice. Unreasonably confident.
New Heights told me to get my beer bowl submission in quick. Unfortunately for me, I do not have a team. So I tweeted a short list of potential teams for their consideration. And I believe each option brings really unique strengths to the beer bowl.
Team Suck My Ass brings elite team chemistry, advanced tailgate capabilities, and absolutely zero tolerance for nonsense.
Specializes in trick plays,
party Travis,
energy,
you've been called out.
Hall of Fame confidence levels.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, the shotgun.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good shotgun.
Whoa, the reverse worm.
Dangerous hungry dog energy and almost no volume control. Team Interns Gone Wild excels in workplace distraction, corporate synergy, and looking productive during complete chaos. Team The Rebuild Year specializes in emotional resilience,
I love the tears,
optimism, and continuing to believe.
This woman's hammered in her backyard. She is hammered. This is great.
Awesome creativity. Clearly she wants to come and she's willing to put in the energy and effort to making an awesome video. We don't know what your team name is going to be. I regret to inform you, Travis cannot attend, so he will not be there.
I'm sorry.
I think, unfortunately, this year I'm going to be subjected to announcing Beer Bowl, and Brandon and Jake are going to be instrumental in doing the Beer Bowl as well. So you still need to find a partner, but I do love where you're started, and we will have a place for you, Lily. Outstanding video.
That was epic.
For everyone else, keep submitting those videos. We look forward to seeing your submissions. I think this is going to be the best year. I really do. I think we finally are starting to iron this out. It's going to be a spectacle. You're going to want to be there.
Oh, man.
All right.
I can't wait to see how hammered everyone is. All right, last thing, space is filling up if you want to come to the New Heights live in Los Angeles, June 15th. So check the link in the description. And if you want to attend, do this ASAP. We cannot fucking wait. It's going to be fun. All of our live shows have been absolutely electric. And like I said, I keep saying it week after week. I'm going to shoot Jason in the face with a t-shirt cannon.
I mean, I got quick hands. I feel like I can catch it. All right. That's it for New News, brought to you by American Express. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Adobe Acrobat.
With new features in PDF spaces, teams can bring inputs into one AI-powered workspace for faster prep. That's right. Brandon, get in here.
Show us, Brandon. Show us the way.
God, do I have to do everything around here? That's fine. Whatever. I'm not bitter at all about it. Getting prepped for a podcast can get chaotic fast. You've got notes coming in from everywhere. You know, people sending you stats, articles, clips, fact checks. You're getting something different from everybody on the team. But with PDF Spaces in Adobe Acrobat, you can load up to 100 different files into an AI-powered workspace and get caught up to speed in seconds. You can use the AI assistant to get summaries from different topics. You can ask it questions to go deeper and even help it to brainstorm ideas for your guest interviews. But best of all, it only pulls the answers from the files you've uploaded so you can fully trust the output. It's not giving you anything from anywhere else. It's only giving you what you gave it. So if it sends you something weird, that's on you. Anyways, boys, back to you.
PDF Spaces and Adobe Acrobat cuts prep time down so you can start your next big thing that much quicker.
That's right. Try it out for yourself at adobe.com/do that with Acrobat.
It's May, 92%ers. We're still in off-season mode, which means, you take your time.
Time at home, time on vacation, and time to treat yourself to a meal somewhere new.
That's right. That's where American Express Platinum Card really shines.
With dining benefits at over 10,000 U.S. Resi restaurants, you can be among the first to know when the tables you want open up and get credit for eating at them. How about it?
We're talking about the sort of meals that are worth holding out for.
This is all making me hungry. I'm already thinking about what I could try next.
You and me both, brother.
I'm starving. With premium dining benefits and award-winning services, there's nothing like Platinum.
Learn more about Priority Notify and Resi Credit at go.mx/platinum-card. Thank you to our partner, Reese's.
For almost 100 years, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups have been a fan favorite. They're so tasty, so beloved that I suspect everything we do is somehow driven by Reese's.
That's because everything happens for Reese's.
Oh, like, did we start this podcast so we could hang out more, or did we start this podcast in hopes of scoring a Reese's sponsor and samples?
I don't think there's much of a debate here, Trev.
Are you saying Reese's was more of a factor in the podcast than hanging out with me?
Your words, not mine.
It's kind of fucked. Also, Tight End U is actually happening for a Reese's this year. Everyone knows that tight ends are football's ultimate blocking catching combo. Just like Reese's is the ultimate combo of milk chocolate and tasty peanut butter.
Oh, can't wait to see what they have going on at that event. All the more reason to attend. Free Reese's and raising money for charity.
The signs are everywhere to enjoy Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
So take a look around and maybe you'll realize everything happens for Reese's.
Nice. Now let's keep this thing moving to some bold topics. Because football is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Football's back. Oh,
sort of. Bold Topics is brought to you by Reese's, our favorite peanut butter chocolate delight. And let's talk some schedules.
Let's do it. The 2026 NFL schedule was released last week, so we were unable to talk about it. We did a little preview. Travis was incorrect in thinking that the Chiefs would have an international game, but the Chiefs do have 6 primetime games. That's right. Prime time, including week 1 on Monday night.
Little Monday Night Football, baby.
Trav, do we get to have Patrick Mahomes on the field Monday night? Is he back week 1? Because they said it at the Disney upfronts, and I was like, I don't know if he's back yet, but I think I like that we're advertising it this way. Is he going to be back?
That man's working his ass off. I know that.
All right. That's a very corporate answer, and fine. We'll accept it. Monday, September 14th against the Denver Broncos. The Chiefs will be playing on Monday night, ESPN and ABC at 7:15 p.m. I believe that's probably Central Time. They also will be primetime week 2, Sunday night on NBC against the Indianapolis Colts. Also had an outstanding season last year, back-to-back primetime games. Then you're slotting in for that 1 o'clock against the Miami Dolphins, little Las Vegas Raiders.
Little Miami in September. Ooh. Let's fucking go.
Well, let's talk about this. I think week 5 is the earliest bye you can get, right?
Yeah, we're always week 5 or week 11, I think. So
I like the late. I always like the late buys better, but how do you feel about the early buy? It is what it is.
What can you do? And it's been a little bit different. I actually don't mind when I get the buys at this point. Obviously, early on in my career, we didn't play as many primetime games. But this year, if you look at later on in this schedule, like closer to late November and December, we have some big primetime games. And we have a little bit of a bye after Thursday, December 3rd. So there's going to be some opportunities to get some time off. The biggest difference of this year's schedule that is kind of blowing my mind is it kind of starts a week late, and we play 2 games in January, which is very different I feel like I've only ever played one game.
Usually just one game. Yeah, it's kind of the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. That is kind of rare. I agree. Usually it's only one game and then you're into the playoffs.
The Super Bowl is February 14th, which is
Valentine's Day?
Yeah, little Valentine's Day. I don't think I could ever remember it being, I don't know, that late in February. I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, what's going on? Is it just kind of how the month of September starts here? I feel like we're always like in a single digit for the first game of the year in September, and now we're September 14th.
I feel like I remember Valentine's Day being close to the Super Bowl again another year on it, because I remember it being big news for men to be watching the Super Bowl on Valentine's Day. I think I remember that.
I feel like I always remember Valentine's Day being like the NBA All-Star weekend.
Yeah. I mean, the schedule's changed. Now there's 17 games. There's 18 weeks. Eventually, there's going to be 18 games. This whole thing is gearing up for the Super Bowl to be on that President's Day weekend that they keep talking about, which would be the following week or 2 weeks after that. And if they add in a bye, I don't know, whatever. As of right now, you guys do get a little help with those Thursday games back to back later in the season, week 12, week 13. Bills, is that Thanksgiving, November 26th?
Yes. Bills is Thanksgiving night up there in Buffalo in that beautiful new stadium they got.
Nice.
So that'll be electric. Obviously, Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen is always an instant classic, man. So that'll be a fun one on NBC. And then we follow up with our Thursday night game on Amazon out there in Los Angeles.
How about that?
That'll be a fun one. Play Matty Stafford in the Rams.
Go from New York to L.A.
Yep.
And then get a nice little mini bye is what they call that after the Thursday game, and take on your long rivals at this point, the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow hopefully will be back in full effect.
Those 4 games right there, really 5, 6, 7. Damn. We got a nice little stretch in November to finish off the season, and playing a lot of big time games, man. I can see all those games being meaningful.
No Christmas Day game this year. You will have Christmas to be able to celebrate with family.
Yeah. After we go out and practice, have a nice little Friday practice.
It'll be Friday. There'll be fast Friday practice. Yeah. All righty. Well, how do you feel about the 6 primetime games? A lot of it's being made of the schedule, the streaming services. A lot of people with the Eagles fan base is upset about the net rest days. Have you heard about this? Net rest days? Am I saying this right, Brandon?
Yeah. Net rest days. Yeah. It's the difference between you and your opponent in terms of average rest days. So some teams on average will be more rested than who they play. Some teams, go ahead. That's it. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about how much rest anybody gets.
Figured that was the answer.
There we go. Well, I mean, apparently it is a big deal though, facing teams that have more rest than you do. I mean, it's been
analytics have been shown that
they've been proving it through numbers and stuff.
Nice. There you go. Everyone gets a Thursday night game, and I believe not everyone gets a Monday or Sunday night, but the Thursday games, everyone gets one of those, which means you have a short week and you have a longer week after that. I think that's fair. I don't really buy into, the net rest and all that, man. The schedule's there. Obviously, you have to be fortunate in the NFL to stay as healthy as possible. It is what it is. Right. That's half of the battle, and the fortune that comes in with the NFL season is being able to stay healthy, or if you do get banged up, get healthy by the next week. And I think it's just a part of the fucking NFL, madness, dog. And I don't think anybody's at a disadvantage.
That's what I thought too, until I saw this net rest. What was the number one team that was disadvantaged by this, Brandon? It was shocking how many more days their opponents get than they did for rest. So the Chicago Bears, they're going to be facing opponents this year and have a plus 15-day rest differential, meaning their opponents throughout the season will have 15 more days of rest than they will. I feel like that number feels high. You know what I mean?
Other way around. They'll have the Bears will be
go to the
statistically
minus.
more rested.
Yeah, go to the minus.
The minus is the Chargers.
That was the one. Minus, because I was about to say the Eagles are high in this category as well. They're minus 15.
Eagles are right there. Yeah.
That's where I feel like once you start getting to a certain point, it feels like that's probably a little bit much. And then the other thing Eagles fans are upset about is the Christmas Eve game. But like you just said, that's a Thursday game.
And it's Christmas.
Yeah, the Christmas Eve game, everybody's upset about in Philly. It's just the way the Thursday game fell this year, right?
Why are they upset about a Christmas Eve game?
Because it's Christmas Eve, you're supposed to be with family. People don't want to like spend time thinking about the football on Christmas Eve. I get it, I do, but at the same time, this is the way. I don't know why I'm hard pressed to believe that that's not the majority. I think for some reason, Christmas Eve
I feel like
night,
the Birds fans and Philadelphians are going to get excited for a game like that. I don't know why I'm like, maybe I'm catching that wrong.
I think Christmas Eve, for some reason, at night feels like that is like prime time where you're with the family, you're getting everything ready. The presents are getting ready to be put under the tree by Santa. So I think it's a big...
You're at the house watching the game.
But the Thursdays are sold from Amazon, so it's not like they can move. Somebody's going to be on that Thursday because Amazon's bought the right to Thursday. And this is where, as players, you get used to playing on holidays. You just realize that that's part of the gig.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm like, you're going to be at home getting ready for Christmas the next day watching the Birds play football. I feel like that's like a bonding family experience.
I like the holiday games. We've been on record as that.
I love the holiday games.
I like watching Christmas with the family. You get to watch some football. Thanksgiving, you get to watch the football. All of this is just people are getting frustrated with the league in general. There's more streaming platforms that are costing fans money to watch the games. It's harder to watch every game you want of your team than it's been in a long time or ever. I think there's more international games. We had JJ Watt talking about, he had this tweet, international game slate is nearing the realm of traveling circus as opposed to occasional showcase. I mean, I get what he's saying. It is the one area still trying to grow the game internationally. I like the international games, and I've always liked playing in them.
I love the international games.
But as a fan, it's going to take a home game away from somebody.
Well, it's taking away the home game for the 18th.
The added eighth game.
Yeah, the 9th.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. 9th. Thank you.
Either way, I think the international games are a blast. I think the NFL is smart by, visiting new countries, new cities. Well,
and building countries that are fans of the game. Like at this point, there's a bunch of games in London, and they have a big hunger to see the game of football played, right? American football, I guess as they would call it.
Yeah.
I was over in Dublin last year for the game in Ireland. Awesome experience. Ireland was fucking loving the game, and it was at an awesome park. Oh my gosh. It's like a historic stadium that's in Dublin. Yeah, I'm not going to do it any justice. Anyways, and we have a bunch more. Obviously, the first game in Australia is happening in Melbourne. Another game in Rio de Janeiro. Paris. Kylie and I love Paris. Oh my gosh. Madrid. Munich. Who doesn't love going to Germany? I've never been. Yeah. You didn't. That was one you actually said you didn't like as much. Is that fair to say? Should we not say that?
I didn't say that.
You said you didn't like the food. It was too many tubular meats.
Well, time out. I just don't like sausages. I never said I didn't like the schnitzels. The schnitzels were delicious.
The schnitzels are good.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of fun out there in Germany.
All right, fair enough.
And I'll say their pilsners are very smooth.
I do think this is the one thing that I feel like the NFL needs to hold on to that I feel like we're starting to drift away from.
What's that?
I don't think we're there yet. Sunday is the day of football, right? Outside of going to church in the morning, if you're still religious and you do that, Sunday is like where so many games happen. And that's what you grow up and you gear your entire week around watching football on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's an institution at this point, the NFL playing games on Sunday. With every day that we keep adding in there, we're getting away from that just a little bit. And I worry that I think the game got big. One of the reasons it got so popular and big was because all of the game, it was an event. Sunday is the NFL. And everybody set their week apart to tune into their games that were happening on Sunday. And you're watching kind of all of them now take place across Sunday Ticket, right? I worry that we're getting away from that just a little bit by building too many of this. But
all the international games are on Sunday except for the first one.
Right. Correct. I'm not. This is an international
Sunday
thing.
morning.
I'm more talking about the Christmases. the Christmas Eve game now, the Thanksgiving Eve. There's a Wednesday game now before Thanksgiving.
Everybody's sitting around.
I get it. I'm just saying.
I don't think that'll ever change. I hear what you're saying, but I think they're very few far in between outside of the holidays. That is, there's not just like a random Wednesday game in September. I just looked at our schedule. We got 4 games that aren't on Sunday, and we probably have the higher end of that not playing on Sunday
for sure.
Right?
Yeah, it's not there yet, but it's close, and to some people, it probably is there.
I think it's awesome, man. I honestly do. As somebody who's played on Christmas, who's played on Christmas Eve, or played on Thanksgiving Eve, who's played, in a lot of like awkward short week moments. I think it's fun, man, and I don't think it's as taxing as it may seem, because it's the NFL, man. You're living out your dream. You're going to get, if there's a chance to play on a fucking primetime game, which all these one-off games are that aren't on Sunday, I'm fucking getting so excited for those opportunities, man, because those are the opportunities you really get to show yourself.
The schedule is appearing to continue to go in that direction, right? NFL owners are voting Tuesday, that's a day before you guys seeing this, on whether to increase the international slate from 8 to 10 games per year. Again, I like the international games. It is, as someone who likes to travel, it's fun to go see the games in another country. You tie it in as a full trip. I get that everybody can't do that. I get it takes away a home game, but I like it. And I liked it as a player, but I get it's not for everybody. The primetime games are continuing to get up. 5 teams have 0 primetime games. Have you looked at this? Don't look. Can you guess?
No.
All right, I won't look. Can I guess?
You looked.
Jets, Arizona.
Jets, Arizona.
I knew the Jets were on it. I mean, I would say Cleveland, but I don't think that's right.
No, it's not.
Oh my gosh, who else do I not think? Jets. Dolphins.
Top
Dolphins?
5 picks this year.
Yeah, Dolphins. That's right. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Jets, Dolphins, Raiders, Arizona.
Yep, and one more.
One more?
Yep.
I can't think. Who is it?
Titans.
All righty. Well, the Los Angeles Rams are in the Kansas City Chiefs era with 7 primetime games. We got Green Bay, KC, Buffalo, and Seattle all tied with 6. Philly is going to come in with 5, as well as Dallas, Chicago, New England, San Fran. All righty, it's time for No Dumb Questions. No Dumb Questions is brought to you by Sleep Number.
Let's hear what David Pittner has to say over on X. Despite NFL efforts to avoid it, teams occasionally play a regular season opponent in preseason. This year, the Chiefs play the Rams and the Seahawks, 2 marquee matchups, preseason and regular season. How does this affect preseason game planning and play? I'll tell you what, I've never had this happen. And this kind of ironic that it's happened.
Really?
Not that I can remember. Maybe once we played like Green Bay, I think, in the preseason. But to have 2 games like this is blowing my mind right now. So, but we play both of them in the preseason, and these are like 2 of the best teams in the league. And I'd like to think that the Chiefs is one of the best teams in the league. So I think these are like essentially 4 games where we're going to see these guys. So I always thought the preseason games were kind of one-off games that you don't really see the other opponent during the season.
It's definitely the way it usually is, for sure. Yeah.
And I don't know why this year I get 2 of the best teams in the league in preseason. I would assume that it will kind of change the game planning, but more so the guys won't play in every single game.
I feel like when we did this before, I think we did this with the Steelers one year, maybe the Jets another year, because the Steelers and Jets were like just 2 teams we always played in the preseason. We always played like our last preseason game almost every time against the Jets. And then we would always have a Steelers game usually. And a couple of times we did play them in the regular season, and you just end up, I mean, you're not showing anything in these preseason games anyways. Like, you're doing a very rundown vanilla offense. You're not doing specific plays that you would try to run against these guys in the regular season. You're just kind of doing generic things.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You're still trying to win the game, but more so you're just trying to get your fundamentals in. You're trying to, get lined up, see how the other team's presenting itself and getting in sync with the guys in a live situation.
It does seem like teams are doing more in like defensive coordinators I see running like zero blitz in preseason games now. And I see like them doing more chaotic stuff, which you used to like
towards the end of the game
mad. Like I remember Marty Morningwig wanting to fight a defensive coordinator one time in the preseason because he did a blitz zero. It's like an unspoken rule that you aren't going to do a lot of that stuff. Well,
I've never heard of that rule. That's what I'm saying.
It's not a rule anymore.
I feel like I've seen it more so towards the end of games if the game like the game is coming down to the wire with the young guys in there, because you essentially, I want to see how a quarterback reacts. I want to see how players go up and make plays in that situation to get them ready for a live, in season moment when the bullets are really flying. So in terms of planning and play, I just think it's obviously going to be different just because it's the preseason.
The other thing is if you have a joint practice, usually you won't do a joint practice with the team that you're playing. Like I don't think I've ever seen that. Maybe I'm wrong.
I thought that's what you do. You go, you're talking about joint practice with somebody you play during the season.
Correct.
Nice.
That's one that I feel like is because you are showing. Usually, that's why the coaches like the joint practices, is they feel a little bit more willing to do some of the things that they've been working on, and you're gonna show a little bit more because it's not nationally broadcast in the practice. Although coaches do talk, they do be talking. I do think I feel like that would be something I would avoid for sure if I was playing the team in the regular season. All right. Do we want to do one more?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. This one is, what are your top 3 favorite schedule release videos? I'm not going to lie. I do not watch schedule release videos.
I don't watch them either. Did hear that Mom was a part of Kansas City, so shout out Mom.
Oh, shout out Mom. Mascots. Which NFL team's mascot would survive the longest if mascots had to play one down of real football, which NFL team's mascot would survive what does that fucking mean? And which one would instantly regret its life choices? So which one would dominate the most and which one would get killed?
That's what I'm taking away. Shout out to Tyler Garman for the tweet. Right off the bat, the one that's the most reckless with like the Pee Wee games is the Colts.
Oh, dude. I'm all in on Big Blue.
I think him, doesn't the Jaguars guy like zip line in? He does some gnarly shit.
The Jaguars mascot does do some very cool stuff.
Casey Wolf is a goofball, and I fucking love him.
Yeah.
I'll throw him up there. I don't know.
Not necessarily intimidating, but definitely not. He's not going to be a little bitch. Same with Swoop. I'll go Swoop on that as well. You know who I think is going to get I don't know. Part of this just is like the animal that it represents. I feel like the Cardinals just going to get absolutely obliterated. I mean, this thing is
I don't know, man.
It's a little baby bird.
The one that's going to last the longest is Big Blue. He's shown the most recklessness of all the mascots.
There we go. Boom. Oh, yeah. Look at this highlight.
Dude. That's a hell of a... Oh!
Yo!
Throw the flag. This kid's just... Oh, nice. Get him. Get him. Team fight. Team fight.
Look at the Viking coming in.
Gosh, I would have had so much fun if this was a real thing. And okay. He's got to get his jersey back.
Did he take his jersey off? Where's his jersey?
I think one of the little kids might have ripped it off.
Ripped it off?
Or did he take it off? Yeah.
Oh, it got ripped off.
Nice. That's a good move.
I like it. Boom.
That's a good move by 2.
That does it for No Dumb Questions, brought to you by Sleep Number. Reminder, you can pre-order our No Dumb Questions book on Kelce Clubhouse right now.
Right now.
And that wraps up another episode of New Heights. Reminder, there are still tickets available to New Heights live show in LA on June 15th. Check out the link in the description and make sure you're subscribed to the New Heights channel on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
Once again, New Heights, a Wonder Show brought to you by Adobe Acrobat. You're going to want to download that app. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week. We're going to have a few, I'm sure. And thanks to the New Heights production team for always making us look better than who we are. And again, as always, thank you to those 92%ers. We'll see you guys next week.
Let's move on. That's enough schedule talk.
Well, sorry to be a dick here, but we kind of covered a lot of these. Yeah, fuck. We already kind of answered all of these questions. Well, I mean, it is what it is.
That's because you're looking at two dumbasses, Brandon. we think of the dumb questions.
Yeah, we
Well, to be fair, the questions weren't like that wild.
Let's ask AI a dumb question.
No.
Why isn't the number 11 pronounced 1D1?
What?
Why isn't the number 11 pronounced 1D1?
22, 33.
31.
Brandon, are you understanding what he's saying?
Oh, God damn it. I get it now. Yeah, that did not connect. That fucking boomeranged around the room for a minute. Jesus, I got it.
If you're in a boat in the middle of a lake and you throw an anchor overboard, does the lake get deeper?
Yeah. It's got...
Right?
No.
It has to.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like by
Fractionally.
an imperceptible amount. Yeah, it's got to go up.
Yes.
Like you're adding something to the volume of the lake.
Wait, but no, it doesn't, because the anchor is already factored into the buoyancy in the boat, right? That weight is already in the boat. So it's already displaced.
So the boat's already pushing down on the top of the water, moving the water out.
And the anchor was in the boat.
And when you move the anchor from the boat in, it just kind of nets out.
Right? I think that's how that works.
I wish I wasn't stupid.
That's actually a pretty good one.
Travis Kelce had everyone expecting another fun moment. Another Travis Kelce never looked like someone
Another
who gets
episode
overwhelmed
filled
easily.
with jokes and
fans have
laughter.
always seen him
That
as
is what
confident,
people have come to love
funny,
about him.
Energetic.
He walks into every room
naturally
with
comfortable
energy.
in every room.
He smiles
he walks
easily.
into.
He
Whether
keeps
it's on
things
the
light.
football field
And with Jason
during
Kelce beside
interviews,
him, on
fans
a podcast,
naturally expected
he
the
usually
same familiar
carries the
chemistry
same
that always
powerful
makes
presence.
people feel like
But
they are sitting with
sometimes
family rather
even the
than watching
strongest people
celebrities.
reveal
But
moments
this time
that feel
felt
different.
Very
Moments where
different.
confidence
Because
becomes
somewhere in the
quiet.
middle of the conversation,
Moments where a smile
the mood
hides
quietly
something
changed.
deeper.
There was
And
no
recently,
dramatic music
during a conversation,
no shocking
that
announcement,
many people expected
no
to be
huge
light and
headline
entertaining.
flashing across
Something
the screen.
shifted
It
emotionally
happened
in a way real
fans
emotions
instantly
usually
noticed.
happen. Travis
Slowly,
began speaking
naturally,
about life,
almost invisibly,
relationships,
and somehow
pressure,
that
and the
made
reality
it
of
even
building
harder.
a future while
Travis
living
began
under
speaking
constant
about
attention.
life,
And
and
the
while he didn't
realities
sound
that come with
defeated,
loving someone,
there was something
while
in
the
his
entire
voice
world
that felt
watches
heavier
every
than
move
usual.
you make.
It wasn't
At
sadness
first,
exactly.
his words sounded
It was
calm,
honesty,
measured,
the kind of
controlled.
honesty that people
But
rarely
underneath those
expect from
words,
someone the world
there seemed to be
sees as
something
strong all the
heavier,
time.
As he
Something
talked,
deeper.
because
Jason
for the
Kelce
first
sat
time,
nearby listening
people were not
carefully.
hearing Travis
At first,
Kelce,
it
the
looked like a
athlete.
normal
They were
conversation
hearing Travis
between
Kelce,
brothers.
the man.
And
Fans
there
are
is a
used to
huge
their
difference.
jokes.
The world knows
Travis
the way
as
they
the
naturally
confident
football
football
superstar.
superstar.
That's why
Fans see
people
the
love
celebrations.
Their
The
chemistry
interviews,
feels real.
The spotlight
Their bond
moments,
feels real.
And the
But
larger
then there are
life
moments where the
personality.
jokes disappear.
They see someone
and
who
something
appears
much
fearless.
deeper, quietly
Someone who
enters the room.
always looks ready.
And this
for
felt like
attention.
one of those moments.
But behind every public
because
image
suddenly
lives a
this wasn't
private
Travis
person.
Kelce, the
And
football
private
star
people
speaking.
carry things the
This
world
sounded
never
like
sees.
Travis the man. As
Travis
the
spoke,
partner,
there was a
Travis
feeling
the
that he was
person
trying to balance
something
love,
many people
pressure,
never think about.
Expectations.
Everyone sees a
and a
relationship
future
that
that
millions of
outside.
people seem
They see
emotionally
photos.
invested in. Public
People
appearances,
see Taylor Swift
smiles,
and Travis Kelce,
hand-holding
and imagine
moments,
a perfect fairy
headlines
tale.
calling it
They
a
see
fairy tale
photos,
romance. Smiles,
but real love
headlines,
never happens in
stadium
headlines.
appearances.
Real love
Viral
happens
moments,
when cameras disappear.
expensive dinners.
Real love
Hand-holding,
happens when two people
public
sit
support.
alone after
Everything
a long day.
looks magical
Real
from the
love
outside.
happens in
But
moments
real
nobody
relationships
else
don't
watches.
happen in headlines.
And maybe that is where the
real
difficult
relationships
realities
happen
begin.
in quiet moments.
Because loving someone
real
famous
relationships
is already
happen late at
complicated.
night after cameras
Being
disappear.
famous yourself
real
is
relationships happen
but
during
when two of the
stressful
biggest names
conversations
in the
nobody
world
else
become
hears.
part of one relationship.
And maybe that's the reality
Life
Travis
changes
was
in
talking
ways
about.
nobody can prepare Because imagine
for.
falling
Suddenly
deeply
every
in
moment
love while the
belongs to
entire
everyone.
world watches
Every smile
every move.
becomes a story.
Imagine not
every
being
absence
able to
becomes
simply live a rumor.
normal day.
Every expression
without
becomes thousands
a
of
debate.
opinions appearing
And every
online.
silence somehow
One photo
becomes
suddenly
louder
becomes
than words.
relationship
Imagine
analysis.
waking up and
one
seeing
facial
strangers
expression
discussing
becomes
your
a theory.
relationship before
One
you missed
even
appearance
start your
suddenly
day.
becomes
Imagine
rumors.
people creating
Most couples
stories
get
about
privacy.
your future.
They don't.
Imagine
most
millions
couples
of
get
people
mistakes.
feeling emotionally
They get headlines.
invested in decisions.
Most
that belong
couples struggle
only to you.
quietly. Most
They
couples
struggle
get
publicly.
privacy. And
Most
that's a
couples
pressure
get
very
ordinary
few
problems.
people truly understand.
Most couples get
As
space.
Travis continued
But
speaking,
some people never
there was a
received
feeling that he
luxury.
wasn't complaining.
And maybe Travis
That
was
part
finally
was important.
admitting something
He wasn't
different.
asking people
Maybe
to
he
feel
was
sorry
admitting
for
that him.
even beautiful
Instead,
things can
he
become
sounded
heavy.
like someone
because
finally
pressure does
acknowledging
not always
something
arrive
difficult
looking
out loud.
painful. Almost
sometimes
like
pressure
saying,
arrives disguised
this life
as
is
love.
beautiful.
Sometimes
Pressure
pressure
arrives disguised as
and sometimes saying
expectations.
things out
And
loud
sometimes
makes
pressure
emotions
arrives
hit
wearing a
differently.
smile.
Jason
As
kept
Travis
listening.
continued
And if there is
speaking,
one person
Jason
who
became
understands
quieter.
Travis better than
Not
anyone,
the usual quiet.
it's probably Jason.
Not the kind where
because
someone
brothers
is simply
notice
listening.
things other people
The kind
miss.
where someone
Fans
suddenly
see
starts
interviews.
feeling every
Brothers
word.
see real
because
life.
brothers understand
Fans see
things
smiles.
differently.
Brothers
a brother
see
hears
exhaustion.
sentences other people
Fans
miss.
see confidence.
A brother notices
Brothers
pauses.
notice stress.
A brother
hidden behind
notices
confidence.
changes in tone.
That's why
a brother
people
notices
suddenly started paying
hidden
attention
inside
to Jason's
ordinary
reaction.
conversations.
Because for a
and
brief
Jason has
moment,
known Travis
he looked
his entire
emotional.
life.
Not dramatically
long before
emotional.
stadiums.
Not
long
movies
before
seen
fame.
emotional. Long
Real
before
emotional.
cameras. The
Long
kind where
before the
someone
world
suddenly
knew his
becomes
name.
quiet because
Jason
they're
knew the
feeling
version
too
of
much
Travis
inside.
that nobody
The
else
kind
saw.
where eyes say
the young
things
brother,
words cannot.
the dreamer,
And
honestly,
the kid chasing goals.
Many people
the
watching
person behind
recognize
the
that
image.
feeling,
and maybe
immediately.
that is why his
because we've all
reaction
experienced
felt
it.
We've
Because
all
family
listened to
does
someone
not
we
react
love
to
finally
headlines.
say something honest.
Family reacts.
We've
to
all
truth.
had moments where
there are
friend,
moments in life where
brother,
someone says
a
something
family
and
member
suddenly
starts
your
talking
mind
and
becomes
suddenly
full
you
of
realize.
memories. Maybe
Wait,
Jason remembered
they're carrying
years of
more than
watching
I knew.
Travis fight for success.
And that realization
maybe
can
he
hit
remembered
hard,
struggles,
especially
people
when the
never saw.
person talking
Maybe
is
he
someone
remembered
everyone
moments
assumes
where
is
confidence
okay.
disappeared.
Strong
and
people often
uncertainty
experience
took its place. something strange
because even strong
people stop
have
asking
private
if they're okay.
battles.
Even
assume
people
they
who
can
smile
handle
constantly
everything.
become
People
exhausted.
think confidence
Even
means
people who
strength
seem
24 hours
unbreakable
a day.
feel pressure.
But nobody
and
carries
for
pressure
one moment,
forever without
Jason
feeling
saw
its weight.
something that fans
Nobody.
missed.
Not
athletes,
Travis the superstar.
Not celebrities.
Not Travis the
not
public
successful
figure.
people.
Just his little
Not
brother
anyone.
carrying
Because
more than
underneath
people
fame,
realized. Underneath
and honestly,
success,
that
underneath
feeling is
millions of
painfully
followers
human.
and headlines.
Because everyone
there is
watching
still
has
a human
experienced
being.
something similar.
And maybe people
Everyone has had a
that
moment where a
sometimes.
person they
maybe
love
people
suddenly
forget
says
Travis is
something
not
honest.
just a football
And without
player.
warning,
Here's a
your
son,
heart sinks.
a brother, because
a
you
partner,
realize they have been
a future
carrying
husband,
pain quiet.
someone trying to
You
build
realize
a life
they have
while
been
learning
fighting
everything
battles
at the same
silently.
time. And
You
the
realize
closer
people
people
get
get
to
to
major
hiding
life
pressure,
changes,
and
the
suddenly
more
emotions
emotions
begin
begin
to
to
surface.
surface.
That
Because
feeling
marriage
hurts.
isn't just
Not
excitement.
because of what was
It isn't
said,
only romantic
because of what was
photos
never
and
said
happy
before.
announcements.
As Travis
Marriage
continued
makes people
talking,
think deeply.
one thing became
about
clear.
responsibility.
This was not fair.
About family.
This was not regret.
About sacrifice.
And this definitely was
about
not
protecting
someone
else's
else's
heart.
heart.
This felt like
about becoming a
responsibility.
team. About
Real
whether you're ready for
responsibility.
everything ahead.
Because loving
and
someone
suddenly those
deeply
changes
changes
become
people.
real.
When you truly
Very
love
real.
someone, maybe
Your
that's why
biggest fear
Travis
stops
sounded
being
different.
about yourself.
Not because he was
it
afraid.
becomes about
Not
them.
because
You
love
start
became
wondering if
difficult,
you are giving enough.
but because love
you wonder if you are
becomes
protecting
serious.
them enough.
Love becomes
You wonder if
bigger.
you are strong enough.
Love starts asking
You wonder
more
if
from
you can handle
and when
everything
someone
coming
truly
next.
loves another
And when
person,
major life
pressure
moments
can
begin
appear from
getting
unexpected
closer,
places.
Emotions naturally
because you want to
become
protect
stronger.
them.
You want
Because
to make
marriage
them
is
happy.
beautiful.
You want to give
But
them
marriage
peace.
is also serious.
You want to be enough.
It is commitment.
And maybe underneath
it is
everything,
sacrifice. That was what
it is
people
choosing
were
someone
hearing.
every day.
Not fair.
Even on difficult
Not sadness.
days.
Even on exhausting
Responsibility.
days. The kind
Even
of
on uncertain
responsibility
days.
that comes when
And
someone
maybe people
matters
heard all
so
of that
much to you
inside
that
Travis's
losing them
voice.
feels impossible
Not directly.
to imagine.
But
Jason
emotionally,
continued sitting
because
there
emotions
quietly.
often
And for
reveal
a
things
second,
words
it
cannot.
almost felt
And
like
Jason
he wasn't
seemed to
seeing Travis
understand
the
every
celebrity.
unspoken
He was
word.
seeing his little
That was a
brother.
moment people
The same
online
brother he
started
grew up
reacting.
with. The
Not
same
because
brother
anyone
he laughed
cried.
with. Not
The
because
same
there
brother
was
he
shocking
fought
drama.
with.
The same brother he protected. Because no matter how famous life becomes, family somehow still sees the original version of you. And maybe that's why emotions suddenly became visible. Because family doesn't react to fame.